A very warm good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Evening Review Show. I'm your host, Matthias Aufiko. Well, it's of course the election year, and most of the political parties who are gearing up for the elections in November are busy putting their houses in order. Of course, one such party is the National Unity Democratic Organization, shortly Nudo. Well, last weekend, Nudo had its National Council meeting where it deliberated on internal party matters, one being the upcoming Congress that's now slated for 12 to 13 July. Of course, there's a number of candidates who've put up their hands to say, I want to lead the party. One such candidate is Mr. Rukoro, a presidential aspirant. Good evening and welcome, sir. It's good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me here.
It's indeed a pleasure. Well, many of us know you with your different hat on, the sports hat. You want to transition into politics now. Is this something you think you can pull off as long as you did within the sports fraternity?
Yeah, I think we have the necessary skills and at least the skills that are needed to really transform the party into a modern organization that is respected on the Namibian political scene. And we also think that we can contribute to the debate in Parliament in a much better way than we are doing at the moment.
Yeah. When the poster initially hit the social media arena, many of us thought this must be just some hoax or some joke. Is this a new thing, or you've always thought in the back of your mind, one day when I perhaps leave sports, I must venture into politics?
No, I think, my life have always been about, I have always been a socialist in terms of how I look at community, sharing, compassion, and equality. So in whatever I have done in my life before. And of course, when the football door closed and people started talking to me, particularly the elders in the community, saying that, look, we are thinking about this thing. It's a thing that has been coming for some time, maybe in the last 3 years or so.
Yeah.
And it has been released in bits and bits. And initially, it was not really something that I was thinking about.
Yeah.
But I remember my friend Komeheke telling me a few years ago that, look, the people are looking at you. Now you must look for an excuse, what you are going to tell them not to accept it.
Yeah.
And I tried so many tricks to get out of it until I ran out of tricks.
Yeah.
And eventually I had to agree. And of course, we are here today.
Yeah.
We have now crossed the Rubicon. We have crossed the line of no return, where we have said, we have agreed, and hopefully the ancestors have blessed.
Yeah.
So we move forward.
Yeah. Well, just before we really dive into the party issues, what would Barry Rukoro bring to the table as far as Namibian politics is concerned?
Of course, again, I will be influenced by my feeling for fairness, fair distribution of resources. I'm going to do everything in my power to influence, speak to them individually and as a group in Parliament, even beg that for us as Namibians to love this country, we must love each other first.
Yeah.
And to do that, we must share equally the resources of this country, not necessarily equally, but there must be equitable distribution of resources.
Yeah.
And we must move this country at the same pace out of poverty.
Yeah.
Other people must not naturally and systematically outpace others.
Yeah.
Of course, we will have a very strong argument for genocide and reparations. We will look at the way government look at drought relief, which is very dear to my heart. Water. Namibia is one of the driest countries in the world, but we, at the same time, we have the biggest underground lake in the world. So how can we exploit that resource? The water in Ohangwena, for example, can be a strength for this country. How can we distribute that water, in the areas that we can distribute it to? One of the things that pains my heart is when you see people in Ohangwena collecting water from an open dam, and the cows are standing there and urinating in the same water. That is something that really pains me. While untapped water is lying under the ground, and we are not getting, government is not talking to us as to why that resource cannot be exploited. So, of course, there may be reasons why that resource is not being exploited to the benefit of the people in Ohangwena. But of course, that must be communicated so that all of us are on the same page. But that is not happening. So I think I will stand for sharing of information. Sometimes the challenge that exists between those who are in power and those who are out there as a community is the time at which those who are in power are ready to share information, and while those who are not in power are waiting for that information to come. And I think that is something that need to be addressed, so that the moment we have the reasons why a certain thing cannot be done at a particular time, that information is shared, because this country belongs to all of us.
Nudo, when you put up your hand and when news went out that you want to lead the party, it caused chaos in the party. I understand the leadership was split in half. And some saying that, but this man is not a member of this party. Where was he all along? Where is he coming from now? What was your reaction to the way the party reacted to you putting up your hand?
No, I understand where they are coming from, because my people know me. Namibia knows me, and they know that I'm bringing serious competition to the table. I'm not going to accept Mickey Mouse stuff. And therefore, I think those who want to protect their space will have to say the things that they are saying. But all of them knows that I'm a member of this party, have always been, have contributed in the ways that I could contribute. Of course, in my defense, I can say that the position that I previously occupied at the National Football Association, I could not, with abandon and carelessly participate in national politics. But of course, everybody knows that I have always been involved wherever I could. And in particular, Mr. Kawandenge knows that. Yes.
Well, Nudo is seen as one of the parties, one wouldn't call it that are busy dying, but sort of waning. What would you bring to the table that would help resuscitate the party?
In fact, your first statement was right. In fact, your first statement was right, because you are standing at a position where I was a few weeks ago. Because I thought the party is waning, is slowing down in terms of popularity, particularly among the youth. And 2 weeks later, or a week ago, I moved to Windhoek, just so that I can be here in the run-up to the meetings of last weekend. And what I discovered by moving closer is actually The party is busy dying.
Yeah.
And if we don't save it now, it will be too late to save it. That is why we must come in, a new leadership must take over. A leadership that is not afraid of intellectuals. The current leadership is thriving on ignorance. Why am I saying that? The party has not approved a budget in the last 5 years. The party has not approved a financial report in the last 5 years. In fact, the last National Council meeting appointed a committee to put together a financial report for the last 5 years in readiness for the Congress in July. You look at the quality of the meeting bundles, the documents that are put together for the meeting. You know, the documents that we put together for the Football Association meetings are millions of miles away from what Nudo is doing. The language in the submissions, the English, the level, we need to up those. And if we are afraid of those who went to school and learned and and are ready to serve, and we want to build walls around ourselves, the party is going to die. So maybe what I need to say to the Nudo membership out there is, if they have any long-term ambition to exist into the future, this is the time to cut the wheat and make sure that this party continue to exist in the future.
Well, the National Council meeting that took place over the weekend also, one of the issues, the core issues that also came out there is the financial situation of the party. And of course, we all know that's a key driver of the operations of the party. What would you bring to the table as far as ensuring that the party's books come to are brought to acceptable levels?
You see, the moment you learn that no audited financial report have been submitted in the last 5 years, you don't need to be a scientist to understand why the party is in the situation it is at the moment. Now it is up to the membership to decide whether the accounting officer responsible for that situation need to be elevated to a higher position or not. So, but what we are going to do is very, very basic. Bring people into the office, into the day-to-day administration of football. Sorry? Yes. In the day-to-day administration of Nudo, to make sure that we put up a budget, we spend according to the budget, and we account at the constitutional meetings of the party, and we receive the necessary backing and confidence of the greater support base of the party, and that we create a feel-good situation amongst our own people first, so that they are able to influence others to come and join the family of Nudo. And the bigger we become as a family, the better and the more jollier it is for everybody. And we will go there, represent the ideals of Hosea Kutako, the ideals Hosea Kutako had at the foundation of the party. Those nationalistic ideals that he had originally.
Okay. Well, we'll head for a short break, and then we'll come and continue this very interesting discussion. Well, to our viewers, we head for a short break. Please stay tuned. Welcome back from the break. Mr. Rukoro, your Nudo membership is one that continues to divide the party. Some feel that your membership card, the dates on the card, by the time that card was issued, there wasn't a branch in the branch purported on your card, which is Aminus. There are also claims that the witness that seemingly signed off the card is someone from a different branch. What is really going on there?
No, of course, a number of things will be said, but it all boils down to people protecting their space. But what is the real issue is, Nudo left the DTA in September 2003. And already about a month after that, membership cards were in circulation. In fact, I think at that time, every funeral opportunity in the villages where you go, there was somebody writing Nudo members. And I don't only have one card. From that space, you remember there was always this $10 you pay when you receive the card. So people were not only prepared to give the card, they didn't even ask you whether you already have. They wanted you to pay the $10 so that they go and reconcile and get their commission from. So, and I think I received about 4 cards during that period in 2003. So when the discussion came up that there was no membership cards in 2003 and 2004, I think that discussion was killed in a few hours because social media was afloat with people posting their 2003, 2004 membership cards. And I think whoever wants to continue that debate will just embarrass himself because you will understand that Nudo at the time was in a battle to attract as many members as possible from the DTA. So there was no time to be lost. People wanted to do these things while the iron was hot. So that is why it was strategically planned that the cards must be issued as soon as possible after defection from the DTA. So, and if Kawandenge, Kawandenge spent some time away from the party, so he may have forgotten some of these of these important aspects. Those of us who stuck around will know. I don't know. I'm not sure whether to mention this, but there was a situation in the party in 2004, just before Kawandenge left the party, when the late Professor Mburumba Kerina and another person were accused of having misappropriated party money. I was on the panel that heard them. Now he doesn't know that I'm a party member. In 2004 already, I was on that panel. So now for him to come here and say that he doesn't know that I'm a party member and he want to ask somebody, how could I have served on that panel if if I was not a member? So, but okay. But I understand where he's coming from.
Okay. There are also some that feel that, of course, there's about five of you that have put up your hands to say you want to lead the party. I know one of those who I spoke to was worried to say that there seems to be sort of unfair competition, because some of the candidates who will also be standing are part and parcel of those of the machinery that's driving the planning of the Congress. Of course, which is the SG, Mr. Joseph Kandenge, and also the Vice President, Mr. Peter Kazongomunya. So there is a fear that how fair is the race? Why are you giving yourself this much stress?
No, you see what we are going to do. Of course, we are going to fight that they are not part of the process. That process is elevated from his office to a different committee to deal with that matter. But I have always, in football, I have always said that you must be so ready so ready that you don't give the referee a chance to rob you.
Yeah.
If you want to help the other team to score 2 goals, you must score 6. You must be in that kind of mode.
Yeah.
So that even if he robs you, you still win. So that is the kind of approach that we are taking.
Yeah.
We are going to be very aggressive. If anybody standing between us and there should be ready for big war.
Well, we know that congresses are normally very divisive for the internal body of parties. Of course, it's just after July 13, it's literally almost November. And there are 5 of you who's going to be running. It's 5 factions. Would you be able to unite those people?
I have vast experience in that. I've dealt with very fierce NFA congresses in the past. And I have managed to unite people after the Congress in more situations than I failed to do. I will not sit here and claim that after every Congress I united successfully the people, but I've served in about 10 or 8 elective congresses of the Football Association. And I think I could do that in about 6 or 7. So we are going to unite this party thereafter. We are going to push from the same angle, all of us, going forward. And we are not going to exclude anybody intentionally, because you see, what I'm observing now is that it's them against us. And if we win, it's a slate thing. You stay out until you one day win. No, I'm not going to do that. As much as I don't fear intellectuals, I'm not going to fear those who were on the other side. I'm going to bring them into mainstream Nudo operations and politics. They are going to contribute. We are going to send them on missions to work for this party, because we want to be better than we are today. And we can only be better than we are today if all of us work together. We cannot afford to lose one single soul after the July elections. So all of us must work together thereafter. Of course, it is a process. People will have to get used to new positions and not positions. But we are not going to lose any input. You know, even, what is his name? Kawandenge, Kalongominya, them. We are going to bring them in. They have done things wrong in the past. But I'm a product of second chances myself. I've been given chances myself to get things right. So I'm going to give people second chances if I'm elected. And they will come back and they will contribute, and they may become better leaders than they were in the future.
Some people might be saying it's easy for Barry Rukoro to talk like this. He's coming from football. He's entering the very robust football arena, where it's basically a dog-eat-dog world. So how are you bracing yourself from a personal point of view?
You know, I'm looking myself as a bridge. You know, I'm going to get this party ready for new, younger, smarter people. So I'm not going to hang around for much long at my age, you know. I'm going to get this party into the next phase. I'm the transitional president, if you want. You understand? So I'm going to get this party into better hands. We are going to attract better people than myself. And once I live here, I want to leave this party in good hands so that it reflects the standing of Hosea Kutako.
Just briefly, your parting words as the party prepares for July 13?
I want to say to my people out there, elect me as your new president so that we embark together on a new journey, a journey in which we are going to put life in the party and its operations. A journey that is completely new and comes with so much promise. a journey in which we are going to look to play a much more positive role in the politics of this country.
Yeah.
A journey that your party will speak for you, on your behalf, on the matters that really affects you as people on the ground. A party that is not going to be self-centered, but really open up to new ideas. Listen to our people and take their concerns to Parliament.
Yeah.
Debate those ideas. Research what we want to do, what we want to say. We are going to listen to you at funerals, at parties, at weddings, and we will have those discussions unofficial. We'll make them official by engaging young research students. Make sure that we contribute meaningfully to the discussions in Parliament, so that people start to see that we will adopt a completely new style of putting our ideas across. Respectful, but very steady.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Rukoro, thank you very much for your time this evening.
Thank you so much.
And we wish you well in the build-up to July 13th.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, to our viewers, that's it from the Evening Review team. See you again tomorrow, same time, same place.